side.
So today is Sunday the 13th. It's actually my sister's 15th birthday today, so happy birthday, Katie. I hope you had the best day ever. I will say last night when I was filming, my camera cut out and cut the end off of what I was saying, so I am sorry for that, but it is what it is. I wanted to pick out my Advent stuff. So it's raining. I'm so excited. I love the rain. It was definitely a much cooler day today than it has been, so that was great. You can still feel the humidity a little bit, but it was so much better. I'm actually a little bit cold. My feet are cold, so I love this type of weather, especially so close to Christmas, because it kind of makes Christmas feel more Christmassy being cold. So I hope that the rain sticks around for Christmas. I did work today. I worked 10 till 2. I didn't get out until 2:30 though, because as usual I never get out on time. It was so busy in the shopping centres today, like so busy. Oh, excuse me. And I just honestly wanted to get out of there and get home really fast. Because I hate being at shopping centres on the weekend, because I hate like how busy they are, because I'm such an introverted person, so yeah. But let's pick out the Advents. Now, I will say all of the 12 that are left are all duplicates now. There's no new, so I'm not even going to bother not looking anymore, because I know what's in there. So I am going to give it a shake though. Okay, I'm going to pick out, I think I want to pick out, because I've got a bunch of striping, like self-striping, that I've got to put into the, what do you call it, into the blanket. I'm so behind on my knitting, guys. I don't have it with me at the moment. It's in the office. I will show you that later. But I think I'm just going to pick this one, because I'm pretty sure this was the first one I picked on December 1st, so that's good. So I'm going to pick that one to go in there, because there is a lot of self-striping ones in there that I have to put in at the moment. So I kind of want to balance out like the self-striping and the solid colors just a little bit. So I'm going to pick that one. And I forgot to pick on Saturday, I finished reading Highland Rogue. So was that Saturday or Friday? I don't know. It was either Friday or Saturday, whatever. But I finished reading the Highland Rogue, so I get to pick out a mini out of my minis box to go with that book. So this is my minis box here. I do actually have a couple of full skeins in there as well, but it is what it is. So I am going to close my eyes and I am going to pick a mini. So yeah, okay. Oh, pretty. Okay, so I got this really pretty yellow. It's like a pale sort of like, would you call that a buttercup yellow? I don't know, it's really pretty. And it does have stellina in it. It looks like a silver stellina, which I love stellina in things. They are so pretty. So that is these two that I've got to go into my, oh my god, my blanket. And yeah, I seriously can't wait. I want to show you guys something, because I bought like a ton of Christmas yarn, like way more yarn than I could possibly even get around to. Like I barely have time to do everything else that I'm doing, but I've got like so much of it, and I will show you. I still have this one, which is poinsettia from Jocomamo Textiles, which I love this colorway. This is going to be a really pretty pair of socks. I also have Christmas sugar cookies from Jocomamo Textiles. This is super pretty. I really love the pink in it. It's not like your traditional Christmas, but I love it. I still have that one. I also have this one, but this one would be good for winter though. This is Jack Frost from Jocomamo Textiles, and this is actually 90% superwash merino and 10% lurex, which is the silver through this. And this is going to be so pretty, you guys, once I knit this up. I'm going to make socks as well. I'm going to be realistic here. A lot of these styles of skeins of yarn, like the fingering weight, they're gonna be socks. I'm just telling you now, I'm gonna have like so many hand knit socks. Don't even care. I love it. But I have that one, and I also have this one, which is also from Jocomamo, and this is Christmas Plum, and oh, it's so pretty, you guys. See what I mean? And like, so these are all Christmas. Then I also have Lovebird Lane, which is Turkey Time, which is Christmas as well. I also have like, what on earth was that noise? I swear, you guys, you hear the weirdest stuff in the street. Like, I live on a main road, right? And I'm quite close to like a train station. And just the stuff you hear and see in this street is like next level ridiculous. I literally saw one night, actually on a Sunday night, this couple who seemed to always be here on a Sunday night. We had rail buses, and what that means is, if you're not familiar, is they shut down the train line because they're doing maintenance, and then they replace the train line with buses that stop at each rail, like at each station. And so this couple had got off of the rail bus, which just so happens to stop out the front of my house, and they were either on drugs or just really, really like drunk, and they were full on like making out in the bush. Like, they had fallen into the bush, full on making out, and then all of a sudden you see them get out of the bush. The girl has shoved the guy like hard in front of a bus. Yes, in front of a bus. Luckily the bus driver was not going very fast because he was slowing down to stop at the stop. So lucky he wasn't going very fast, and he did miss the guy, like just, and I mean like inches away, just missed this guy. And then you see this guy running down the street with his pants down, and it was like, are you for real? Like, this is the stuff that I see in my street, y'all. And it really sucks because this actually used to be a really lovely neighborhood, like a really nice neighborhood, but, and like, I don't want this to sound terrible because I don't mean it to be terrible, because I'm just not trying to mean it that way, but ever since they moved in all the housing commission, and the people have moved into housing commission, the crime rate has gone up. Now, please don't take that as offense. I know not all people in housing commission are bad people, but unfortunately there are more bad than there are good. And it doesn't not make me think any less of a person if they've lived in housing commission. Growing up as a child, I have been poor. I have lived in housing commission myself when I was younger. So I do very much know the types of people housing commission do attract. So it attracts people who are poor or, down on their luck that need help, but it also attracts just feral people as well. And unfortunately, my area, which used to be lovely, has attracted a lot of ferals that live in the Housing Commission, and since they've moved into the Housing Commission, which is only like 2 streets away from mine, crime rate in my street and my neighborhood has actually increased by 50%. That's how bad it's gotten. And so now, um, here on my street, you literally hear sirens for either ambos, um, police, or fire every day, like daily, because there's always something wrong in this street or in surrounding streets. There's constantly houses getting broken into, constantly cars being stolen. Vandalism happens constantly. My street has been shut down twice to a like emergency act, which is where the police shut down the street and no one can leave or come into the street, because there have been um, 2 separate occasions, like men armed that have been assaulting people in the street. Like, you name it, the craziest things happen here. And then there's also really sad things that happen as well, because the street next to mine is actually mostly aged care facilities and like homes and stuff like that. And on Friday night, I think it was Friday. I think it was Friday. We saw there's like a bunch of businesses on my street, because like I said, I live on a main street. I'm trying to like think of a way to tell you without giving away where I live, because I don't need no crazy people at my house. But like there's a bunch of businesses on this street, right? And we saw 2 ambulances with their lights flashing at the front of one of these businesses, right? And they were there for like, I'm not joking, like hours, right? And we were thinking, what's going on? Like, they've been there a really, really long time. And then this morning I found out that an elderly man had a funny turn in this particular business, and I guess he collapsed. Now, I want to say it might have been like a heart attack, and one of Nate, my partner, one of his friends was there working, and I had to give him mouth to mouth and try and revive him, and the elderly man didn't make it. He passed away. So like these are the types of things you do see quite frequently on my street, which is really sad. So it's really sad to see that happen. And like Nate's friend was like texting him and telling what happened, because he knew that his friend would know, being that he worked there, and he said that he wasn't doing very good, because like he was the one who was trying to save this poor man's life before the ambulance got there, and he wasn't able to do it. And so his friend decided to take time off work, because that really affects a person, like losing someone. Because I remember Nate used to do surf lifesaving down the Gold Coast, and this is before he had his license. So he didn't drive, and Nate actually got his license a little bit later in life than most people do, but because we live in a city, there's just no really need to drive, so he didn't really drive. So he used to catch the train from Brisbane to the Gold Coast to do surf lifesaving. And there was a very, and I mean a very big man, he was like really like morbidly obese, who went surfing. And I guess his family had alerted the lifesavers that she had expected him back and he hadn't come back yet. So she was a little concerned. And then what was actually really sad was 2 children were also surfing. they actually found the man face down in the water. The man had actually had a heart attack while he was surfing. Like, he was also morbidly obese, so he obviously had health issues. And so these two children, these poor children, you know, came and alerted the lifesavers, which one of them was my partner. And so obviously the children couldn't bring the man in. The man was a big man. It took 6 lifesavers to actually bring the man's body out of the water, and then to do resuscitation, which was Nate's job. That's what he was doing. He was doing resuscitation. Now, Nate said that this man's wife and children were there as well when they pulled his body in from the ocean. And this man apparently was a very heavy smoker, and Nate said that is literally all you could smell. Even being in the water, after being in the water and everything, was just the heavy, heavy smell of smoke. And Nate did, you know, all of the procedures that you do to save a person's life, but he wasn't able to. And the man passed away on the beach in front of his wife and children. And that really does affect a person. I know it affected Nate a lot after that. And then Nate decided after that he was not able to continue doing surf lifesaving anymore, because our beaches here in Australia can get very, very, very dangerous. And after that, it was just that, like, losing someone and not being able to save them is really hard. So I totally understand, like, how that would affect a person. It's always hard when you're that person. So I really feel for Nate's friend. Like, I hope that he is okay. But yeah, like, I guess that is life, though, unfortunately, as sad as it sounds. And I'm not trying to be just, like, you know, blasé about it, but it is life, and these things do happen. It just seems like really terrible, though, like, after such a crappy year that, like, we've had, and, you know, everything, it just seems, yeah. No, and I'll admit, this year is, like, I don't know, like, I've had my ups and downs with this year, like, I'm sure everyone has, but this Christmas just doesn't feel the same. Like, I definitely don't feel like I have this same Christmas spirit that I normally do. I would feel like so much more joy and Christmas, and just, like, Christmas for me is so magical, and, like, I just don't feel a lot of that this year. And I think that was also reflected in my house, because, like, I haven't decorated the way I would normally. Like, I normally decorate my banister for Christmas. I normally have my table and my lounge room decorated, and this year I haven't done any of that. I've decorated the 2 trees and put my wreath up, and that's it. And I just have this, like, I can't be bothered sort of mindset, because, like, I don't know, I just don't feel it this year. Like, this year does not feel very Christmassy or magical to me. Hopefully next year it feels way better. And I don't know, it just feels so much different. So hopefully, though, like, how many days are we out from Christmas? Is it 12 days of Christmas? No, 11? Yeah, 11 days till Christmas. Hopefully, like, I'll feel more Christmassy and magical soon. Because, like, I enjoy Christmas so much. It's, like, my most favorite time of the year. And, like, a lot of people don't understand why Christmas is so important to me. And for me, it's not about presents, don't get me wrong. I love presents, but it's not about presents for me. For me, Christmas is literally about the magic of Christmas. It's about, like, sorry, my hair keeps tickling my neck. Like, for me, it's about, like, the magic of Christmas. So it's about, like, the decorations and, like, the lights and the music and the movies and the food and just, like, the fun of Christmas and like baking together and having fun movie nights and hot chocolates and like just all of that type of thing is so fun to me, and like it means a lot to me being able to spend those like activities with my partner, and like they're just really special. And I know that if or when we have a child, because I don't know if I can have children, I know that I am going to make every Christmas so magical. I can hear the door, so I will get back to you. You guys, it's raining. Oh, I love this weather. It's the best. It's probably a little bit hard to tell, but you can hear it. Hey guys, so it is 10:30. Nate is actually asleep. He has probably been actually asleep for a few hours now. He's still not really feeling very well. Like, his stomach hurts, so he did go to bed a lot earlier. I feel bad for him. Like, he just feels off, and like, you know, it's Christmas time. It's like the worst time of the year to feel terrible, but hopefully the doctors can help him when he goes to see the doctors on Tuesday. But so it's just me up by myself. But I wanted to show you a couple of things. Now, I am in my pajamas, obviously. It's still raining. Loving that fact. It's a little bit warm, but it's alright. Like, I'll get over it. But I wanted to show you some things that are actually like super special for Christmas, because I love Christmassy things, just like seriously love them. So when I am able to afford to buy certain things for Christmas, I always do. So one thing I actually really love is actually a handbag of mine. This is what it looks like. It is a Christmas tree. It's actually a sugar cookie, and this is actually a Betsy Johnson handbag. I got this actually off of Catch of the Day, but you can buy these on like eBay and places like that. This is so cute, this bag. It's not like a huge bag, I'll be honest, it doesn't fit a ton of stuff, and I will say that I didn't think of this, not that it really matters, but several weeks ago, I bought a new phone, which is this one here. It's the Oppo A9 2020, and it's quite large. Let me just clear up what's on my screen. The amount of notifications that constantly pop up is ridiculous. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, so this is a phone here. And the inside of this bag, while the bag looks a fairly decent size, it is actually quite small. And I will show you. I still love it though. So, the inside of the bag, it only opens up that much. But my phone, literally, like, hang on, let's see. I can't really show this very well, but here's the zipper. My phone, that's the top of my phone right there. My phone literally just fits, like just. I can just zip this up. I could probably put in maybe like a bit of gum, a few cards, and that is it. It's a small bag, but it's so cute, you guys. I had to have it. But the thing that's like super special about this bag that I love so much is this. Where is it? I will show you. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Okay, you ready? It lights up, you guys. Look at that. I love it. It's got twinkly lights. It's the cutest handbag of life. I love this thing so much. It is so cute. Oh my god. So I think what I just want to do is, it has a little, on the inside, a little battery pack for the lights, and I just leave that in a little pocket. But I think what I want to do is to get like a little, what do you call it? Like just a little card carrier to put my cards in, so I don't have to take my whole wallet, because let's be realistic here. Do I really need to take my whole wallet? No, because I really only carry cards in there. I don't really carry cash, so yes. But this is my Christmas handbag. I love it so much. I love the Bits and Johnson handbags. It's so cute. And I definitely going to start breaking this bad boy out and using it. It's just adorable. So there's that. The next thing I want to show you is actually Christmas books. So I've got two. This one here is called Christmas Stories by Noel Stratfield. It looks like this. Beautiful, beautiful cover, but I want to show you the end pages. So just took the cover up a bit so you can see the end pages a bit better. But the end pages are all snowflakes and Christmas ornaments. Look how gorgeous that is, you guys. How beautiful. So this is I would say a middle grade book, and it's literally a collection of Christmas stories. Let me see. So there's 9 different Christmas stories in here. So you've got The Audition, The Bells Keep Twelfth Night, The Moss Rose, Thimble, The Princess, The Chain, Christmas at Collars, The Pantomime Goose, and Skating to the Stars. And I just thought that it would be super cute for Christmas. They're very short stories, like very short. Also, there are illustrations throughout the book, like there's this one. Like the first story is literally 14 pages long, you guys. And let me see if I can find another one. Here's like a really cute illustration. This little girl is actually jumping up and down on a present. I don't know what that story is about, but you know. But I love these types of books. I think these are actually just really, really special little books to have. The cover on this is just adorable with all the gold, silver foil. You've got the Nutcracker, there's an angel, there's a ballerina, there's a mouse king. Like, it is truly beautiful. And I think, like, I don't have any kids, but I enjoy reading these. But I definitely think if you have children, this would be such a fun thing to read, like, every night, because the stories only run about 14 odd pages or so. But yeah, I just really love that. I think these types of books are just wonderful. Now, the next book I have is actually really, really special. One of my all-time favorite Christmas movies and stories is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And I just love, love, love that. So I decided I wanted to own How the Grinch Stole Christmas in book form. And I didn't want to just buy like any old book. I always like, when I have something that like is special to me, I always like to have, like, when it comes to books, I like to have special editions. So I actually bought this edition, and this is the 60th anniversary edition here, and it's in this beautiful slipcover with this gorgeous gold foiling of the Grinch all over it. And then this is the book on the inside. It's not a very big book, but I love this one. I think it's really special if you like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, because this one actually has inside, I'll show you, you've got the end pages, which is beautiful. But on the inside of this is the original, what do you call it? The original artwork and everything like that. So it has at the very beginning of the book though, like how they call it How the Grinch Stole Christmas, a retrospective. The Grinch and Dr. Seuss by Charles D. Cohen, and it actually goes through like different covers from different countries, which I'll show you here, which are these ones. Also, it has like a story here about Dr. Seuss and how he actually come up with the story of How the Grinch Stole Christmas and like how it became a thing. And there's also a photo in here of Dr. Seuss and Chuck Jones. Chuck Jones, I believe, worked on the animated version. So that is just like here. And then it goes into the actual like story of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So it's like a very simple story. It's not very long. Like I'll show you some of the illustrations. They're just beautiful. Like for instance, here's the Grinch in his little cave at the beginning of the story, and like it's all the original like artwork and everything like that. You've got, I think this is like the town center in Whoville. It's just a wonderful little book, and I just really do love it. I think it's such a special little book to have, especially the 60th anniversary edition. This did come out a few years ago. I honestly don't remember what year, but it's definitely worth having in my opinion. I do have a very small collection of Christmas books, and this one is actually just really special. I will say though, considering how small the book is, it was rather expensive. This was about nearly $40 for this, but it is an anniversary edition, so yes, but I love it, and I definitely think this is such a really pretty edition. Also, if you live in Australia, I know Kmart sells an edition almost the same as this, but for about $20. It's not the anniversary edition, but it's very similar to this one. I believe it even comes in a slipcover as well, so maybe check on the Kmart website, but this is just like super special. So yeah, so that's kind of like some of my like most favorite things I have at Christmas time. I really enjoy just like Christmas books and stories and stuff like that. I really do. I also really love my Christmas bag. It's a little hard for me though to like really enjoy a lot of Christmas things because obviously I work retail, and if you work retail, you know there is no such thing as time off at Christmas. We work all Christmas long. This year though, however, I am very lucky that Christmas actually falls on my rostered days off, which means that work cannot make me work unless I agree to it. I do not agree to it, so I'm having those days off. So for me, a normal week, it starts on Sunday and goes through until Wednesday and finishes on Wednesday. So I now have Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays off. That was by design, so that I could have 3 days off in a row instead of like splitting my days off. I do, however, I am picking up like a shift this week though. I am working Thursday this week, only as a last resort favor to my second boss that I have, because I work in 2 different stores, and her store is short on staff at the moment because we had 2 people quit before Christmas. So, and then another person is working on the film, like the Elvis film that's being filmed down the Gold Coast here. I'm not entirely sure what it is that she does. I just know that she works on the Elvis film, and she had some callbacks. So I said I would do it as a favor, but I am only working this Thursday. I am not working Christmas Eve. So I am lucky that this year Christmas falls on a Friday because I get Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday off. And Saturday for us, like the day after Christmas, is Boxing Day here in Australia, also England, and also Canada. And I will just tell you, Boxing Day for us is like Black Friday for Americans. I hate Boxing Day. I hate it with a passion. I don't understand why people feel the need to spend so much money the very next day after Christmas. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of greedy. I'm sorry if you like shopping on those days, but this is just like my opinion. I just feel like it's kind of greedy because like I feel like you've just had Christmas and you've got presents and things like that, and like who the hell wants to be stuck in a crowded shopping center with so many people shopping? You can't shop properly, and also who the hell returns stuff on that day? Like, staff really don't get to spend time with their family for Christmas. Most of us get Christmas Day off and that's it. And like, I just think we are so greedy as like just people in general. Like, we don't need to shop that much. We really don't. And companies are greedy as well because like they really enforce that we need to spend the money and we don't. And like, I'm going to be so honest with you guys, 9 times out of 10 the sales that you get on Boxing Day are actually crappier than the sales you get before Boxing Day. You actually get better deals before Christmas than you do on Boxing Day. So I don't get why people are like, oh, I'm just going to wait for Boxing Day sales when you could be getting like 40% off in store before Christmas, and then on Boxing Day you're only going to get like 20. It makes no sense. So I'm so happy that I don't have to work Boxing Day this year. Next year I will have to though, which I'm not looking forward to. I hate Boxing Day so much. And because I work in a department store, it sucks, you guys. Department store's the worst to work in at Christmas time. But yeah, because of those reasons, I really don't get to enjoy like a lot of my Christmassy like things that I would love to do. Like for instance, I would love to go to Starbucks and get a Starbucks Christmas drink, but Starbucks for me is like 30-ish minutes away from my house, depending on traffic. Could be 45 if traffic is bad. So I would have to drive like 30 to 45 minutes to just get a Starbucks. And so I don't have time for that. And also here in Australia, we don't get all the fun Christmassy things that you guys in America get, and sometimes even Canada gets them as well. Like, we don't have coffee creamer here. You have milk. Or you have powdered, like, coffee creamer, whatever you want to call it. There is no such thing as coffee creamer, like the liquid coffee creamer here. We don't get that. So when I watch like Vlogmas, or even at Halloween time when they have like the pumpkin spice flavored coffee creamer or the peppermint mocha, no, none of that exists here in Australia. You have coffee and you have milk. That is it. At most you can buy little coffee syrups for like vanilla or hazelnut, and that's about it. You don't get none of this like, you know, cool stuff. We also don't have like, I often see Americans do like cute little Christmas cookies that you can already buy pre-made, and then all you have to do is bake them. No, that doesn't exist. You want Christmas cookies, you make that stuff from scratch yourself. We don't have nothing like that. We barely even have Christmas themed foods here. We've got none of that. We don't have our stores and stuff are like, they decorate but barely. It's like honestly pathetic. One of the shopping centers I work in, the Christmas decorations are just sad. They are so sad. I would certainly, if I was that shopping center, I'd not be embarrassed to have that crap up. It is sad. Like, Australia just doesn't do Christmas right. And like, I read an article the other day, and excuse my language here, but this jackass in this article was obviously Australian, and he was like, people in Australia shouldn't celebrate Christmas the way other people in cold climates do because we're in Australia and it's hot, which, yes, we do have hot Christmases. And then he's like, so we shouldn't have traditional Christmases. Like, we shouldn't decorate for Christmas. We shouldn't have a Christmas tree. We shouldn't have, like, Santa decoration. We shouldn't have this. And I was like, are you for real, jackass? It's just like, are you freaking kidding me? First off, Christmas is not supposed to be hot. Hot Christmases suck. They are the worst. And while I get there are plenty of people here that are proud of Australia and all that sort of stuff, I'm not one of them. I don't care for bush-themed Christmases. I don't care for hot Christmases. I don't care for none of that crap. It's not Christmas. Having, like, I don't know, a bottle brush stuck in a tree, that's not Christmas, people. That's the bush. It's just not. Like, if that's your thing, that's cool. You do you. But I was just like, who the hell is this jackass to tell us how we should be celebrating Christmas? And then, like, so many people were, like, attacking this guy in this article because they were like, well, clearly you don't have children, and clearly you've never seen, like, a child's face when they wake up in the morning and they come out to see a beautifully decorated Christmas tree and they have presents, or they leave milk and cookies out for Santa. Like, it's magical. I was just like, this guy is a douche. Excuse my language, but he is. It's like, ain't nobody telling me how to celebrate my damn Christmas. If I want a traditional Christmas with Christmas trees and Santas and reindeers and nutcrackers, I will have that. Nobody is telling me otherwise. I was just like, this dude's a moron. But anyway, yes. So yes, I probably should start thinking about heading off to bed. Not that I want to. I do have to work tomorrow. I start at 9 o'clock tomorrow, so that means I have to be up no later than at 6:30 getting ready for work. And then I don't finish until 2 o'clock. So hopefully it's not going to be, like, too crazy, so I can actually get out on time. I do have 2 other girls. I say girls, one of them's actually old enough to be my mother. Two other, like, working with me tomorrow. One of them doesn't start till 11 though, so I am on my own until 11 in the department store. Like, not the whole department store, just in my area. So I'm hoping that it won't be, like, busy so that I can actually get some things done, because, like, there's just so much paperwork and things that we are required to send through every Monday, and I need, like, a solid hour to get that done, to be able to do all of the paperwork, calculate all of the figures to make sure the figures are right, and also then photograph all of that and then send it through to, like, our regional manager. And it's so hard to do that when, like, you have to constantly stop to do things. Like, it's just, yeah, because, like, we need to get that done, and if we don't get that sent through, we do get into trouble. So, you know. But yeah, so hopefully, I'm really, really crossing my fingers. Hopefully, I can have the first hour to 2 hours be quiet so I can just get my stuff done, and then the rest of the day can be busy and we will kill it. But yeah, I'm just, what is the time? It's like 10:54, so I really do need to start wrapping things up. I need to have a shower before bed, and yeah, I probably should start going and getting ready for bed. Like, I don't want to, but I have to. I'm not, like, I'm a night owl, so for me, like, it's like, let's say it's 11 o'clock, right? That's early going to bed for me. Like, that's early. I am not a day person or a morning person or anything. Like, I am, like, at my most active at nighttime. Like, I just am. I am so, like, creative at nighttime. I'm active at nighttime. I'm awake more at night than I am during the day. Like, I mean, not that I'm sleeping during the day, I just mean like my alertness is like so much better at nighttime than it is daytime. I'm just not a day person. And so even like though I do have to start getting ready for work at 6:30 in the morning, I won't go to bed early. I'll probably still be awake until almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Like I'll have my shower and everything and I'll get into bed, but like my brain and everything won't shut down straight away. Like I actually have to like play games on my phone or read on my phone to like make my brain like slow down. I know people are probably like, that's stupid, because I know there's research that says, you know, don't use your phone before bed because it keeps you awake, but that's actually so not true with me. If I don't do those things, I will be awake for hours. But I find the moment I start playing a game or reading on my phone, I immediately become tired and then sleep. But if I don't do that, then I'm awake for hours and I'll just like lay there and lay there and lay there and then just, yeah. So I do have to like wind my brain down because my brain is constantly going. And then like the thing that sucks as well is like when I sleep, my brain, like if I don't try and clear my mind fully before I go to bed, the things that are on my mind, then I start dreaming about. So then I'm dreaming about what I was thinking about before I went to bed. So my brain is still in overdrive when I'm sleeping. It just never shuts down. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it there because I still need to do a few things before I go to bed. And yes, now I will say though, I am a little bit behind in my vlogs. I have been filming every single day. I've just been having issues. So I film on a Sony Cybershot, and also some of the clips are also filmed on my phone. But just recently, when I've been loading the footage from my camera onto the computer, the footage has been corrupting. Well, not that it's corrupting, like it'll play, like you can click on a file and the footage will play. But then you try and load it into the editing software and then it says that the MP4 file is not compatible with iMovie, which is so weird because literally every other file that is in iMovie that I use is an MP4 file, is exactly the same. And like the other clips that I film will work, but then there'll be like one that won't. And this happens, it's been happening a lot lately. And then I've been having trouble with uploading onto YouTube as well. So it'll be loading, and like I said to you guys, it can take me, depending on the time, like how long my vlog goes for, it can take me anywhere from say 4 or 5 hours to 24 hours to actually upload a video, which is why I will never ever stick to a schedule for uploading, because it's just not possible to do that. But I've been having more issues of like it'll be loading for say like 3 hours and then all of a sudden it'll just like error and then it'll stop and then I'll have to go back in, click the thing to select the file to re-upload, and I'll have to do that several times before it'll actually work. So I'm a little bit behind with uploading the vlogs. They will all get uploaded, they're just going to be a couple of days, maybe 3 days late, if you will. I think I'm currently up to vlog 9 that's live on my channel, and then I still need to edit 10, 11, 12, and now 13. But yeah, I'll do that tomorrow, because like after a while you just get so mad when things don't work. So if you are wondering about that and why my vlogs aren't going up the very next day, that is why, because technology hates me, all. Technology just hates me. So anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow after I finish work. Hopefully the rain still continues because I'm loving it. It just makes it feel so Christmassy, because this is the closest I'm getting to a cold Christmas. So yeah, anyway guys, I'll see you later. Bye! It's white outside,